All right, welcome to On the Spot. Back at it, I got Scott Siegfield, has a sports podcast with his boy Jared.
Yeah, Siggy and Jay.
Siggy and Jay. And guest of mine doing On the Spot. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah. All right, we'll go through questions. What are your thoughts on real estate market?
I think for a long time, people in the Bay Area felt like they couldn't afford homes. Young families especially, and I think that's kind of changing.
Yeah.
Where now it's becoming a little bit more affordable. So, real estate in the Bay Area is never a bad idea, obviously.
Yeah.
So, now that more people feel like they can get into homes, and I think it's always a good thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Good thoughts. Apple or Android?
Apple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm a sheep, as all the Android all the Android users would call us, right? But just the ease of it. FaceTime for me is the main one.
Gotcha.
Like I have family in San Diego, buddies spread out all over the country and stuff. So just be able to get on and FaceTime and just the ease and the ability to use it. I'm an Apple guy through and through.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite dessert?
So panna cotta is probably my favorite. It's an Italian dessert. Yeah, it's like custard or pudding. Put like fruit and stuff on top.
Yeah.
But I do like the pizookie at BJ's too. BJ's,
Gotcha.
yeah.
All right.
Too many of them, unfortunately, but
you want to show us your guilty pleasure?
Yeah. I'm not afraid to admit this. It's just us friends here. Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Yeah. So I got hooked on Jersey Shore when it first came out.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit that.
Yeah.
And so I watched they just did like the remake, like they have like the newer seasons as they're getting older.
Yeah.
And all collagen filled and a lot of plastic surgery on all of them now. But I do watch.
Who's your favorite Jersey Shore guy or person?
I think Pauly D probably.
Pauly D.
Yeah, I think that's probably like the obvious answer, like the easy answer. But I think he's the funniest, and he'd be the one guy I'd want to like probably hang out with from the show.
All right. Let's see. You got a favorite lunch spot?
I do. So I work in Emeryville. So there's a place 900 Grayson in Berkeley.
Yeah.
Chicken and waffles are incredible. Yeah. So
I'll try them out then.
Yeah, absolutely. It's I think they close at 2 or 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So they know what their bread and butter is, and they kill it. It's good.
Okay. Drink of choice.
My drink of choice, I'm a beer guy, but I'm also a whiskey guy.
Yeah.
So I would choose probably an old fashioned or a good whiskey on the rocks.
Okay.
I'm not nearly manly enough to drink it neat.
Yeah.
Even though it looks really cool, I don't have the stomach for that. So.
All right.
Yeah.
What about coffee? Starbucks, Pete's, Phil's?
Yeah, this is probably gonna surprise you. I don't drink coffee.
No, I don't either.
Really?
I'm a hot chocolate guy.
Baby. Yeah, you can't beat hot chocolate. But I feel like when I tell people I don't like coffee, they look at me like I'm like speaking a different language. I'm like an alien. They're like, what? You don't like? What do you do in the morning? I'm like, I just get up and go to work. Like I don't know. But so I'm not brand exclusive. If I'm struggling, and I need like a good pick me up. I'll go to whichever one I can find.
Gotcha. Favorite emoji. Got one of those?
Yeah, I probably use the shaka the most.
Shaka?
Yeah, I think it's the most versatile.
Okay.
And it's just weird if I'm sending my buddies like the heart eye emojis. I think that would probably make them a little nervous.
Okay.
So I think the shaka is like my probably go-to.
All right. You want to show a tip of the week?
Sure. I think just do what makes you happy, man.
Yeah.
Like there's so much pressure in society to do this or do that the way people want. Just do what makes you happy. Life's too short.
Good one. Who you want to sit down and eat with, dead or alive?
The first one for me, the obvious one would be Scarlett Johansson.
Oh.
I think just because I think I would enjoy her company. But more serious, it'd probably be Chris Mullen.
Yeah.
He's a Bay Area icon. He was my hero. Slow, left-handed white guy who could still play. He's got like that thick Brooklyn accent.
Yeah.
So I think he would be a lot of fun to hang out with. And
he's coaching now too, right?
Yeah, St. John's. Yeah, I think you'd have a lot of good stories.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good one. Country out there you want to visit you haven't seen yet?
So Italy for me.
Really?
Yeah, I have a lot of Italian blood, and my heritage is primarily Italian.
Okay.
And I haven't been there yet, but that's first on my list.
Gotcha.
Sure. I gotta learn how to speak though. which is I know very few. I know like cuss words my grandmother used to yell at me. That's about it.
All right. How about a board game? Got a favorite one?
Yeah. So board games. My brother and I used to play a lot of Sorry when I was a kid. So that would probably be my number one. As I got older, like everybody likes Monopoly. Be a lot of fist fights in Monopoly games. But I'd have to go with Sorry.
All right. What about a video game? Play those?
Yeah, of course. I played a lot. I was never into the like Halo and like those kind of like storyline games. Even though I always thought the graphics were pretty cool. I'm just a sports guy, so I play NBA Live with my buddies in Madden. But in college, we actually used to play Tiger Woods golf for skins, like for real dollars. So those got pretty, those got pretty exciting. So I'd say overall, it's probably Tiger Woods.
Gotcha. What are you watching for TV right now for show?
So kind of, I'm gonna sound really bad here. Like people are thinking my TV watching habits are the worst after admitting to watching Jersey Shore. But I really do like This Is Us, even though that's not very manly to say. I think that show's really good. Yeah. And I was a big Sons of Anarchy guy. Yeah. That show ended, so I had to transition into something else. So I picked This Is Us, which is like the polar opposite of Sons of Anarchy.
What about Game of Thrones? You ever seen that or no?
So Jared and I co-host on the pod, is a big Game of Thrones guy, and he keeps telling me I need to get on. So I haven't watched, but not because I'm anti Game of Thrones. I don't want any hate mail. I know that the fan base of that show is strong. So eventually I will cannonball into it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What about place for happy hour? Where are you going?
Yeah, so I like Broken Rack in Emeryville.
Okay. That's
kind of my spot. Co-workers now meet up over there. Emeryville also has a public market, much like the one they've done in San Jose, which has a lot of cool spots in it too. So,
favorite movie?
My favorite. This is a tough one. People ask you your favorite movie. I feel like because there's like so many different genres, right? But if I had to pick one, Pulp Fiction is probably my favorite movie.
John Travolta?
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson, Tarantino. There's so many unbelievable one-liners from that movie.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
What about choice of music?
Big classic rock guy.
Okay.
And also kind of on the polar opposite scale, 90s like rap, like R&B and rap, kind of the stuff that I grew up in was popular when I was in junior high and high school. Okay. Those are kind of my two jams.
Gotcha. We'll go for sports. Favorite sports team?
That's also tough. I think I love the Niners, Giants, Warriors. Yeah. And as of late, it's been easy to probably pick the Warriors just because they've been so good. But at my core, I'm a seam head. I love baseball. It's my favorite sport. So for me, it would be the Giants.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Good one. You get a favorite player?
But real quick, that's like asking your mom like which child they love the most. That's really hard for me to pick.
There's no favorite, but they have one, right?
The Giants are mine.
Gotcha. How about player?
So Will Clark was my favorite growing up.
Oh, he's a good one.
Yeah. Also, another lefty. Chris Mullen was my guy, like I said, and then Barry Bonds. Yeah. But I think even though the Giants are my favorite, I think how good Steph Curry is and how he literally took one of the worst franchises in all sports and rise them to the level they are now. Yeah. And he's a guy that you can root for. He seems like a genuinely good dude. Yeah. I think Steph has become my favorite.
Well, that's good, man. You get a favorite ride at Disneyland?
Matterhorn.
Matterhorn.
Yeah, Matterhorn. I haven't been to Disneyland in years. Yeah. But
Matterhorn 6 now.
Yeah. I think they're just getting ready to open the Star Wars section of Disneyland. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You should check that out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now I met someone to on the show.
Nigel Williams.
Oh.
I want Nigel. A guy that we played hoop with. Charismatic guy. I think he'd be really good on the show. Yeah. So Nigel, they're accept.
Bumble, Tinder?
I'm actually not on either, but I'm not opposed to either. It's 2019. Yeah. People are meeting people all different kind of ways. So
they are.
I don't mind. They are. Whatever works.
And then a plug, how to find your podcast and how all that. I know you're on social media and stuff, but how can we find you?
Yeah. So it's Siggy and Jay. We are on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify. Yeah. And then Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Siggy and Jay. Okay. We stay primarily local sports, but we hit all the national, all the big stories. Yeah. We're just two kind of sports nuts, and we try to set it up as kind of like we're doing now, where we're just talking, and there happens to be a microphone there. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, hopefully people check us out.
All right, so from on the spot, Bonner Creek right here.